Hey YouTube, what's going on? It's Teching here, and I thought we would go ahead and kick off Project ITX. I will say I still don't have all the parts, but I thought we would go ahead and start. We'll mount some things up. I've already got a hard drive and an optical drive in there. We'll talk about that in a little bit. We've got a 120 millimeter cooler we're going to try to throw in here. We're going to test fit all that, see how that goes, and we'll go ahead and as extra, I know this is the ITX build we're talking about, but as extra, we'll throw this in the main desktop and we'll put it in this video because I'm not going to make a video just about installing RAM. That'll be kind of boring, I think. So anyway, this is Project ITX, and I did just grab my GoPro today. It was easy, convenient. Let me try to get the deal on. But also I figured since we're working in this small case that it would allow me to get some other shots that I wouldn't be able to with my regular camera, so I figured why not. So let's see what we can pull off. Okay, so move these thumb screws over here. Let's open this. Now this is a Cooler Master Liquid ML120L RGB. This was on sale on Newegg for like 40 bucks, so not a bad deal for a 120 millimeter cooler with RGB. So the other thing I wanted to talk about was the stuff I put in here already. So I've got this LG Blu-ray rewriter in here, so I mean, I'm probably not going to burn Blu-rays, but I can play Blu-rays or DVDs with this. The other thing I have is this 1 terabyte flash drive. I don't know, this is the mount that the RAD's going to go on, so we may have to move this drive to down here and put our SSD over there, but we'll see when we get the RAD out of the box. But yeah, so let's go ahead and I'm going to put this down over here, and let's open our cooler. So it looks like it should just come open. Alright guys, so we're here at the main desktop now. Here is the G.Skill Triton Z RGB DR4, 16 gigs, 3200 megahertz. So we're going to be installing that. We're going to be taking this out. So this is the Corsair DDR4, 16 gigs, 3200 megahertz. So it's pretty similar. We'll put we may put this RAM in the ITX build, or we may just hang on to this RAM. I don't know yet. I've had some issues with this RAM, so I'm not 100% convinced that I should use it. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. Tilt it up. All right. Okay. It booted. Alright, we'll work out the speed later, but let's see what we got. Okay, so Ryzen 7 1700X, running at the desired speed, got it overclocked, thing looks good. So memory, DR4, yes, I can tighten up these timings. We can try tightening up the timings, that'll help. So let's see what we can do with the RAM. I'm going to speed through some of this. Because with this being just kind of a bonus as to ITX build, I don't want to take up too much time. So let's just roll a time lapse. Let's see if this works. So yeah, that does work. So yeah, I'm just screwing with it. So anyway, move back red. Come on, you stupid piece of crap. There we go. Anyway, I'm not gonna go further than that. Otherwise, it's gonna make too much video, and we don't want that. So, the main point of this video is for Project ITX. So, I'll work on the timings and the speeds and everything, and tweak it a little bit more, and we'll go from there. Anyway, guys, we will continue Project ITX when we get some more parts in. So, you know, it may be as much as a month for me. For you guys, it'll be just a few seconds. Okay, so it's been probably 2.5, 3 weeks since I last filmed for this project, and we have the last piece of the puzzle in. We have the MSI. This is the Gaming Pro Z270i Carbon. This has built-in Wi-Fi. Also, we have an SSD. I've went ahead and installed this in the case. I thought I would just put the box here for previewing it. We've got the Cooler Master Liquid ML120L RGB. The EVGA 500 watt. This was originally in this machine. We've got this Asus GTX 1070 Ti, which also was originally in this machine. As well as the 6700K and the Corsair RAM, also originally being in that machine. So, with that being said, we've got pretty much everything we're going to need. I've got some RGB strip we're going to hook up as well. But we've got pretty much everything we need to get started on this project. So I figured might as well. And anyway, let's. I'm going to shift the boxes off the desk. We'll get the machine up here and we'll start building it. Let's take a look at this. So there's our motherboard. Let's see what all we get in the box. Wi-Fi antennas. A RGB extension. We're probably not going to need that. A couple of discs. Okay, so this is Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, Thunderbolt, and then this is just drivers and utilities. I don't know why they couldn't do that on one disc, but okay. Back I/O shield. A couple of SATA cables, we'll use those. Manual. Looks like some labels for SATA cables. I don't know why you'd need that many labels, but alright. just warranty register card. And a quick installation guide. We may reference this for some of the headers, but for most of it, we are not going to need this at all. Let's just see what all. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. Don't need that stuff for now. And probably won't need that. Set that to the side. Okay. We'll set this to the side as well. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and put the RAM in. LGA. So I guess I put these things on there to a certain slot. I was supposed to go on first. Did I miss a step? Oh, okay, I did miss a step. That makes more sense. So these go in here. Yeah. And this goes over it. Okay. That makes more sense. So they go like wasn't a problem. Okay, well, that's a problem. The fan header is not long enough to reach the other side of the board, where the fan headers are. Yeah, it reaches. It's about the only way it does, though, unfortunately. All the buttons me out. Let's bend it. Let's bend the case, the part that's in the case that's interfering. Let's just bend it. Here I drive back in. I'm gonna double check the pin. I think it's that one. I'm not 100% sure. Let's see. Let's see what it says. It doesn't. Okay, the quick start guide is worthless because the information that I actually need to know isn't on there. So, yeah. graphics card. Wow. Dude, guys, this thing is ridiculous. It's crazy. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be lots of fun. We've got, there's the left side. So we've got our 750 Ti right here. You can see the end of the cooler right there, fan right in front of it. You can see the cooler lines barely going back through there. Kind of blends with the power supplies, like sleeved cables. So I mean, just from that angle, you can kind of get an idea of how tight this really is. There's not a whole lot of room. Back, our graphics cards connections, power supply, motherboard I/O. We'll throw the Wi-Fi antennas on there in a second. And then the right side, so you can see the back of the side of the power supply, the back of this hard drive, the 1 terabyte hard drive. This little fan and all the cables, the mess of cables. So it's a tight fit. Let's put the front panel back on. So we've got the front obviously pulled apart right now. So front we have ventilation for the 120mm cooler, a Blu-ray drive, 2 USB 3s, headphone microphone, a USB 2, power, and reset. So, let's put the cover on. Make sure all of our cables fit inside, and seems like they do. I'm genuinely excited and nervous at the same time. You know, there's always that nervous bit between this stage and seeing it power on, and that's where I'm at right now. I'm excited because it's going to be an awesome build. I'm nervous because I obviously don't want it to be broken. Just for comparison, this is my normal rig. This is the rig that sits on my desk back here, right in this space. Here's the one we just built. So, I mean, it is considerably smaller. So, I'm going to put this on the floor, and then we'll get moved over to the desk. Here we are. I'm going to move stuff a little bit. It's a mess. I always spend probably like 20-30 minutes after one of these builds cleaning my room. Because, yes, it makes a huge mess. I haven't showed you the mess on the floor over here, but it's a mess. There's boxes and crap everywhere. But kind of comes with building it, so let's see. Power supply on. Come on. I can hear the hard drive. I can hear the fluid running in the cooler. See the fan running. What do we got? So we've got So it's CNR 6700K, 4 gigahertz. That's base clock. DRAM frequency DDR4 2133. That's also base clock. We'll have to fix that. That's easy enough. These are hard drives. These are SSDs. These are Blu-ray drive. So at this point, I don't think I need to run the setup. Okay. I mean, it's not going to do anything because there's no boot. Let's see if we can take care of that. This should be Windows 10. Setup is starting. There we go. So, we'll install Windows 10. We'll install all of our drivers, RGB software and everything, and then we'll get back to the video and we'll show you guys the finished product. So, in the meantime, I will be, while I'm waiting for Windows to install, just so I can show you guys, because I don't normally do this. This is what I will be working on. This mess. So, like I said, boxes everywhere. So, yeah. We'll install Windows, clean up the mess, and be back. Just in case anyone was curious how I keep up with all my boxes, because as you may have heard in the video, like this is the power supply, the graphics card, blah blah blah, came out of my other desktop. The way I keep up with my boxes, this is the box that the case came in. I just put all of my other boxes, component boxes, in this box. And then it gives me just one box I have to deal with. Super easy. Alright guys, here we go. We got more or less the finished product. Let me see if this cover will fit on there. I've got my 1 terabyte SSD out of my main desktop plugged in right now, placed with optical drive. I'm copying the almost 500 gigs of game files to the 1 terabyte hard drive I put in this thing. So it's gonna take, oh, that's more like it, an hour and 35 minutes is what it's saying right now. When it first started, it was like 17 minutes, and I'm like, that's impossible. Okay, that's catching a fan. Let's try that again. Yeah, I stuck my finger in the fan that time. Okay. There we go. So obviously you can see the 120 millimeter RGB fan in the front on the rad. And then I decided to move the RGB strip to the bottom of the case, shining up, so you can see, yeah, okay, you can kind of see it from that angle. You can see the GPU fan spinning there and there, but I thought it looked kind of cool that way. There's just so much wires and clutter up here, and with the graphics card on this side, the light didn't really shine out of the case so much, so I thought this looked better. We can take a look at it in the dark, I guess. Computer, turn off the fan lights, just for kicks. Why do I get the feeling that my internet's broken? Hi guys. There's why my echo, oh, it just failed. Okay, there's why my echo's not working. So, I guess I'll get up and turn the lights off by hand. So, there it is in the dark. Looks pretty cool, I think. So, anyway, I'm gonna wrap up the video here. Just because So monitor not gonna come back on now? What the crap? Alright, well whatever. I'll figure that out. Well, I'm gonna wrap up the video here. I've still got a lot of little things to do. I mean, it's all boring from this point. It's installing game launchers, copying files, all that crap. So the fun part's over. Anyway guys, I hope you liked the video, and I will see you in the next one.